Hello everyone, and welcome back to another video about IB Math. Today we will continue our IB Math vector series. Previously we studied the scalar product between two vectors, and in today's lesson we will be studying the vector product between two vectors, or sometimes we call it the cross product. So basically, the vector product is an operation done between two vectors. Let's call them V and W as they are given in the IB Math booklet. So to perform the vector product between these two vectors, we can apply this formula here. This is the notation for the cross product or the vector product, and it's given by this formula. As we see here, we need to apply the formula carefully because we have lots of multiplications and subtractions. So here we multiply the corresponding components as done in the formula. And after that, we will talk about the geometric property of the vector product and connect it with the area of parallelogram as we see here. So first, we will have an example on this to know how to apply the formula correctly. Let's now start with this example. Here we have two vectors v and w. We have here 1, 2, 3 and 2, 0, 5. So now here to apply the product v multiplied by w, first the answer will be a vector as we see here. So let's call now this here v1, v2 and here v3. Here we have W1, W2 and W3, which is 5. So first we will multiply V2 by W3. V2 here, which is 2, multiplied by W3, which is 5. So here we have 2 multiplied by 5. Then we have minus from the formula. Then minus V3 multiplied by W. So V3 here, which is 3, multiplied by W2, which is 0. So we have here 3 multiplied by 0. Now, in the same way, we will go to the second line here, the y component. We have V3 multiplied by W1. So V3, which is 3, multiplied by W1, which is 2. As we see here, 3 multiplied by 2. Minus V1 times W3. So minus V1, which is 1, multiplied by W3, which is 5. So we have 1 times 5. In the last one here, the z component, we have V1 times W2. So V1 here, which is 1, multiplied by W2, which is 0. So we have 1 multiplied by 0. And then we have minus again V2 multiplied by W1. So V2, which is 2, times W1, which is also 2. So this is here the vector product, or this is the answer, but of course we need to simplify it first. Here we have 2 multiplied by 5, which is 10, minus, this is 0, here 3 times 0, so 10 minus 0, which is 10. Here we have 3 by 2, which is 6, 1 times 5, 5, so we have 6 minus 5, which is 1. And down here we have 0 minus 4, which is negative 4. So this is the vector product between v and w. V multiplied by w will be a new vector, which is 10, 1, negative 4. So here now we have a very important point about the vector product. As you see, when we multiplied v by w, we got a new vector. The important idea is that always the new resultant vector from the product will be always perpendicular to the original vectors v and w. Picture it like this in 3D space. Here we have the original vectors v and w like this in the space. The vector or the vector product that we did will be perpendicular to both vectors w and v. So it will be perpendicular to the plane that contains them. So here we have angle 90, and also between this vector and v we have also angle 90. So keep in mind, this is very important. The vector product is always perpendicular to the original vector. It could be perpendicular from above like this, or even from the bottom downward like this, in any direction. Also keep in mind that in vector product, the order between two vectors matters. So here we did v multiplied by w. What if we did w multiplied by v? Of course, in that case, the answer will be different. It will be the opposite direction of this vector. It will be like this. v multiplied by w is negative w multiplied by v. So it will be a new vector, but in the opposite direction, since we have negative sign here. And it can be represented like this. It will be downward instead of up like this. So this will be w times v, and here we have v multiplied by w. So here, w multiplied by v will be the opposite direction of this vector 10, 1, negative 4. So we multiply these by negative 1. We will have negative 10, negative 1, and here negative 4, if you multiply it by negative 1, it will be positive 4. Now let's connect the vector product to geometry. Here we have the example that we did previously. So notice that here we have the magnitude of the vector product in the formula booklet. And here it says, the magnitude of the vector product v times w will be the magnitude of the first vector multiplied by the magnitude of the second one multiplied by sine of the angle theta between the two vectors, as you see here. In this formula here, let me multiply both sides by half. So we will get it like this if we multiply by half. Now we know that from trigonometry, this is the formula for the area of triangle. As we know, for example, if we have triangle like this, where one side is A, one side is B, and here we have angle theta, the area will be half multiplied by any two sides like A and B, then multiplied by sine of the angle theta. So basically, this is the area of the triangle whose sides are, or two of the sides are W and v, the two vectors w and v, which is this. So here now we have a triangle. The area will be given by this, which is half of the vector product between v and w. So now we have a formula that says the area of the triangle will be, as you see here, half of the vector product. Which means now, if we multiply this formula by 2, to eliminate the half, we will get the area of the parallelogram instead of triangle. See it here now. If we multiply the triangle by 2, we will have two identical triangles. Here we have W and here we have V. So it will be a parallelogram. So this is the area of parallelogram. In our example now, if we need to calculate the area of this triangle using the two vectors u and v that we did, it will be half multiplied by the magnitude, which is half multiplied by the magnitude of this vector that we did. So now we will get half times. As we know, to calculate the magnitude of any vector, we square the components and add them up. We have 10 squared plus, here we have 1 squared, and then negative 4 squared, because here we have negative 4. If we simplify this, it will be square root of 117 divided by 2. I hope that you have found the video helpful. Please consider subscribing for more IB Math videos. Thank you for watching.